he apologized. Can you believe this? Nicholas Light has humbled himself, understood the context in why One Punch Man Season 3 is so dog shit, realized that, you know what? The things that I'm saying, it's out of line. I shouldn't be blaming the poor animators who were tasked with an impossible schedule. No matter which talent pulled up, nobody could have delivered. For me to say that none of them should ever work on anime again, or even the retracted statement now, what's the edited one? No one should work on One Punch Man again that's worked on One Punch Man. He's made a document. Surely, this is a place where he admits he's wrong, right? You ready? You ready? For absolutely nothing! This is some Conor McGregor shit. If you don't know about Conor McGregor, it's basically like Conor McGregor, you know, I'm sorry for absolutely fucking nothing, right? I want to take this chance to apologize. And if you look at the tweet, you know, it's not that good of a look when you release a doc like this and have, like, you set the security settings on your tweet such that no one else can reply other than you, because this kind of shows that you are fully aware of the public outlash. No matter how much support you have in your local community, you don't want other big influences coming in and, I guess, ratioing you. And I get it, right? It does. You want to make a public statement, then you want to stand proud, and that's what's going on. Straw B, we got darling Straw B coming in. He has been allowed to mention it. Honestly, I don't know why people are mad you have an opinion about something. If they disagree, that's fine. But I didn't see you harassing any artist or anything. You just gave your opinion on a series you clearly have enjoyed in the past. Keep doing you, my guy. And absolutely no disrespect to Straw B, but this is actually retarded. The words that she's saying is so out of touch, no context. He's just saying opinions. Why are you guys so mad? You know who else had opinions? Hitler. I'm not comparing Nicholas Light to Hitler, but when you reduce down anything to say, bro, this guy is just giving an opinion, I don't get why you're so fucking mad about it. Well, you're probably touching grass. You probably don't know everything that's going on, but you're right. I can't believe people will get mad at Nick for having an opinion. I got emotional reading this. You're very brave. Free Palestine indeed. Agreed. Free Palestine. We got Baldy coming in. My goat. Sunglasses. Pray emoji. And unless this is an intricate, you know, plan where they're all rage baiting together, it's so funny to see Tectone, you know, say shit like this when, because, like, here's the thing. Do you know how many times, like, Nicholas Light just, like, basically parrots Tectone's, you know, content strategy or talking points, because it's pretty obvious what they're trying to do. Nicholas Light trying to get into the more mainstream crowd. He has mentioned he doesn't want to be just cornered into this one niche, and he wants to do more. So obviously Tectone's his, you know, his daddy, and they're working off of each other. But how many times do they condemn LA streamers? These fake group of friends who don't actually care about each other, who cover up for each other's mistakes, acting like they're better than anyone. It's just so crazy to me how much Nicholas Light condemns Hassan and Ludwig and all that shit. But I see you guys doing the same shit just on the other side of the coin, and you don't even realize it. But that's the thing. This is all just a joke, right? You're not serious about it. This is all just a play. It's all just a fun game. They don't actually mean it. So yeah, Based, my goat. I'm so glad you came forward to size this. This took so much bravery. I don't think anyone can stay mad after reading this. Are you a real person? Base, bro. Never change. Never surrender. Fight the good fight. I'm surprised Chibi's not here, because this is the other dude I see all the time. Shout outs to Legions Gaming. I think he does Wuthering Waves, right? I think he does gacha game content. I see this dude on every Nicholas Light post. Just thank you. 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 Oh my, yes, King. Who made that mess? You did, King. Yes, Nicholas Light. Holy, bro, doing tricks off of it. Listen, I don't know him, but I see him in every fucking tweet. I don't think he understands what's even going on. I see his tweets getting reposted by people like Senshi with other people that have content calling him a retard. I got no clue. But to me, this is literally the same brand of LA streamer friend group covering up for each other. A true friend, I think, would actually call out somebody. I think I'm the only person that's actually capable of calling Nicholas Light for what it is, because everyone's so scared. Everyone's so scared of the big platform he has. Everyone just wants to be a yes man and orbit around him and just fucking suck his dick for clout. Genuinely, these are not real friends. They have your back in online drama? Do you think they really have your best interest? I think that I have Nick's best interest. I think doing shit like this, double tripling downing on an impossible position to actually root for. Again, he's fully aware that it's the production committee's fault, but he needs to make it the animators involved too, because this is the next stage of escalation that actually gets viewership, that actually gets attraction. Who cares about blaming Bandai Namco for this 97th time? So why not escalate it one last time at the sake of the animators getting harassed, right? And that is a position that's really, really hard to get on board. But of course, you know, spineless fucking yes men who are just simply glazing Nick because Nick is big and they want to leech off of that crowd. You are no different from the fucking Hassan crowd saying there was no shock color. Cover everything up. Ha ha ha, it doesn't exist. Yet Chibi is silent. And you know what? I'm glad Chibi's silent about this. Because at the very least, he's not fucking sucking off Nick here when he's fucking disingenuously rage baiting. I don't think Nick genuinely believes what he's doing. I think that he is simply making content off of the negativity. He doesn't actually believe what he's saying. That's what I think is going on. So on that aspect, if Chibi actually followed this shit and said, yes, based king, isn't that so disingenuous? I think that's true backstabbing, right? I don't think backstabbing somebody is calling out a friend that's doing something bad. I think a real friend would call someone out. I don't think I'm Nicholas Light's friend. My goal is to simply farm views off of his hatred. I'm a parasite off of a parasite. I need you to understand this. Nicholas Light is a parasite that sucks onto any popular trends and makes the most sensational negative outrage in order for negative engagement. And then I benefit from that by leeching off of the parasite. And you have no idea the level of shamelessness farming that we've been doing from the drama. And to an extent, I'm happy that he's crashing out. It's a very weird, toxic thing where I benefit from all the hate happening because of the nature of reaction content. I try to keep it objective, right? But let's not get it twisted. I absolutely do benefit from him crashing out more. I do want him to crash out more, to be honest. I don't think he's ever going to change himself. And at the end of the day, if you can just laugh it off and call it as a joke rather than take everything seriously, that's probably the best working relationship that we can have. Here's another one. This is really interesting. This is a really interesting tweet here. Nuked my Twitter and turned off replies because people responding with child prawn. And this is a statement that came out yesterday. Remember, what did we do yesterday? React. Off of the video we made on Nicholas Light's video, right? Where is this one? The nuclear drama one, right? So this video is made before he made this tweet. And in this video, there's a part where obviously people are making fun of Nick saying, you're tripling down, you're saying you believe in everything you say, yet you delete every fucking tweet like a middle school girl caught up in drama and you're embarrassed that you're getting dragged, therefore you deleted it. But what does Nick say? No, rent free, everybody loves talking about me. Y'all benefit from me. I delete tweets because it makes you guys keep talking about it and it's fun to do so. That was his basically, haha, gotcha moment, right? And I'm not here to say whether that's true or not. I'm here to just kind of just like read the statement and read a different explanation of why he deletes the tweets. So he is now bringing child prawn into the subject. Not only that, but they were threatened to hack me and upload it to my account. They were openly trying to dox me as well, sharing personal stuff in my replies. Could have kept some tweets up, but it was easier to delete everything. I still stand on everything I've ever said. Nicholas, the fake reaction god TV. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. He's everywhere, every tweet. Yes, you're fighting the real fight, the real thing. You are a hero, you are a messiah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Who made that mess? Who made that mess? You did, King. It's crazy. Anyways, what I'm here to talk to you about is this idea. And you know what? Boom. Here's a receipt. Is Nick lying? Let's think about it. This guy tried insulting me, but instead, he openly asked for the production of child prawn. We have Twitter user TGE_ is back. Can we put some CP into this guy's computer and get him canceled already? He's been around for far too long. I do not condone that. That's fucking weird. Like, what? Remember when Chibi was getting caught up in this shit? And people literally hacked Chibi's account, DeviantArt account, posted CP in hopes to get him banned. I do not condone that. That is disgusting behavior. It's fucked up. You should be banned for saying this shit. This is, no, absolute zero tolerance. Get the fuck out. From don't harass the stuff, blame the executives to kill every animator who, okay. Kill every, this is what's called a bad faith actor. Remember the concept of bad faith actors I explained to you guys? Basically, there are extreme radicals in any side of the community where they make their own group and position weaker by doing shit like this. Whether it's the feminist crowd being ridiculous, being openly hating of men, or schizos like this that wants to condemn Nicholas Light but goes on to say, let's plant CP in his computer. Nah, you should get banned. You should get deleted off of social media for this shit. Who the fuck said kill every animator? Bro said that they should not work on the anime. Holy shit, what a retard. But here is the context, right? So there is the context of why Nick is bringing in CP into this. And you know what? I will give the benefit of the doubt. Just like always, I will give the benefit of the doubt no matter how slim it may be. At this point, it's like 1%. You can never be absolutely sure of anything online because this isn't like an objective truth. Like Nick has to himself come out and say it, you know what I mean? But it's a spectrum. We're working on a spectrum of what's more likely. So let's think about this. If this was such a condemning thing, why did you not make it a mention in this video? Because in this video, I could clearly see you're agitated, frustrated, emotional, and you're crashing out. You're not really thinking. I don't think his brain is working in this video because he's too mad at Henry Thurlow calling him out, and he's trying to make an example of others. But at the very end, if he truly wanted to clear this issue, and if this was such a significant way, why did he not include it in the video? Well, maybe, you know, no matter how significant it was, because he was too emotional and crashing out, maybe he forgot to do it. Okay, sure, there's another assumption. I will give you another benefit of the doubt that says, sure, no matter how much of a trump card this was that you could have used in the video from the last day, you didn't because you're panicking. Okay, sure, let's go with that. Let's then think more about this. Was there anybody that actually saw CP? And this is where it gets tricky. Whenever you have CP brought into the topic, it's like a bomb. Nobody wants to touch it. Basically, if I ask, does anybody have receipts? Did anybody have screenshots? Then the counter is, you fucking pedophile. Why are you asking for CP? And there is a mental gymnastics that happens there that obviously is using absolute to censor the opposition. You don't have to show the entire thing. You could have censored it. You could have had something. And I think that if there was substance evidence, he would have receipts that censored to obviously not show the entire fucking thing. Hell no. But something as ammo, as backup insurance. I don't think anybody saw it. Yeah, we just saw Nick's dick. The only nudity that I personally saw on that Twitter account was Nick's fucking penis every goddamn time. I still don't think it's 9 inches, by the way. I think he's lying about the 9 inches penis, but no one saw anything. So even then, let's just assume it was there. You know what? Another layer of benefit of the doubt. Fuck it. Let's just assume that there was CP in there. That's why he deleted the tweets, right? He deleted the tweets because there was potential CP there. If that's the case, then why is he fucking tweeting publicly this shit? Like, do you understand how much of a contradiction there is in your words when you say that you were gonna get hacked, you're gonna get doxxed, people are gonna reply to your tweets? That's why you made, account only apply like that, and you deleted all the old tweets. What do you do immediately that day? Go to the fucking front lines and start rage baiting again. How does this make any sense with you trying to cover yourself up with other people trying to hack your account and trying to post that shit? But you know what? Here's another benefit of the doubt. He has network security mods who have banned the hacker, and the hacker can no longer do anything, and that's why he's tweeting now. Do you understand how retarded you have to assume like the situation to be to believe all these different things to line up? Like, at the very least, I will like entertain you and play this logical game and think about the scenarios and even give you the benefit of the doubt for why this may be the case. But the more I think about this, the more I realize you need like 7 separate layers of fucking abstraction and assumption in the most fucking benefit of the way possible. When you yourself never give any benefit of the doubt to people, is immediately assume the absolute worst of people then send your fucking propaganda to your young impressionable audience who then parrot the same shit. They don't know shit. They're not in the fucking trenches doing sweaty fucking research. They just see you as a justice crusade warrior fighting against evil animators like Henry Thurlow. Like, come on. Like, at what point am I gonna say you're just abusing the good faith that I'm providing you, trying to protect you, trying to see from a different light? At a certain point, you gotta call a spade a spade. It's so hard to keep giving this guy an excuse when every time he throws it away, doubles and triples down for the sake of farming views. So at the end of the day, it just doesn't make sense to me. The more I think about this excuse, the more I realized you simply deleted them all because you were getting ratioed by other popular influencers coming up, like Henry Thurlow, or let's say fucking, you know, the other animator people, or even like Totally Not Mark. And interesting how he completely just ignored Totally Not Mark's, you know, response in this video, by the way. I think that's what it is. I think that you care, like, basically, just like how Nicholas Light will never give the benefit of the doubt to anyone, here's how I would consider a situation if I didn't give him benefit of that at all. This is a man who is so insecure and is so worried about his image online, even though he goes on to rage bait, that he has to be in control of the narrative. And the moment that things start spinning out of control in his own tweets, he deletes them all and then says, rent free, I get more views than you. Fucking losers. Aren't you happy that you're getting the views? I live rent free in your head. Haha, I did this because it's funny. Or is it more of like you not like panicking because it's not in your control anymore? Again, this is the shit that Hasan does. You're better than him. Like, you have to be better than him, right? Like, I still would give you the benefit of the doubt that this is all just a fucking meme and we're just playing around. But when real people are getting harassed because of your signal boosting, condemning the animators in an impossible situation where you do acknowledge in the past about the production committee, but now you triple down for this shit, how else could I see the situation? You realize that nothing is going to get engagement anymore just by attacking Bandai Namco. It's boring. So what do? Escalate every fucking time. What is the most sensational thing that's going to happen? And when you think about Nicholas Light's content, about how he puts the persona to exaggerate, to entertain, at no matter what cost, a person who also, by the way, would go in and make an OnlyFans account for what? To support him. And you know what? I don't condemn you for making an OnlyFans account to make millions to basically support you and your family who are struggling. I think that at some point, because of the shitty world we live in, there does come a time where you throw away the dignity to survive. But you're not financially like insecure right now. You're at the top of your game. You have a house, you got married, you should be happy living your life, yet you still do this behavior, this desperate behavior to create sensational outrage at the cost of everyone else, and then you just laugh and say rage baited. It's so hard. It's so fucking hard to ever support any of these positions, and it becomes harder and harder for me to even have any sense of good faith placed onto you. If there's a spectrum of likelihood, it's never absolute. I'm not going to say Nicholas Light is an evil person that would do this shit, but right now it's seemingly very likely. It's seeming like it's like in the 90% range right now. How else could I react right now? You want me to just be like this guy? Thank you. Look, you do no wrong. Look, those fucking animators deserve to go to hell. Look, please invite me to your video so we can do gacha collab so I can shine. Look, like, come on. Who's supporting this shit other than a bunch of fucking clout chasing yes men? Are you serious? And the craziest thing is this. I'm convinced that even if they had time, it would look the same. See, this is what I'm saying, where it's just like, you have no actual understanding of what's going on. And you've even said it yourself. You're just a fan. It's not your like business or responsibility to know what's going on behind the scenes. So I'm just here to fucking critique. But you don't even try to operate in reality. So many industry experts, so many people that are animators and working on animation come out and give you a different perspective and a context of Japanese work culture in the animation industry and why these reasons builds a case of the animators being abused. At least these are actual logic and things, evidence that supports a cause. You have no evidence. You just get mad at RGB filters, which is immediately debunked by someone that may also have some insight in the animation industry. Who knows how true this is, but I'm just saying, at least there's some like logic and evidence that people try to build up for it and then come to a logical conclusion. You never give anyone benefit of the doubt, assume the absolute worst of a person, then create this insane thing, just like your content. You are a reflection of your content. You go out to put on insane performances. So what's the likelihood of a person who's so desperate that they would do OnlyFans to support his family, which again, I think I could respect, but then still does this shit afterwards? You have two separate situations of a person choosing to do something at the cost of their dignity, at the selling their fucking soul to do this shit for the sake of engagement. And it's not even for the money at this point, you know? You're loaded, you're at the top of your game. It's for the love of the game. And the more I think about it, the more I realize it's just for attention. Like, he's so starved for attention and clout and acknowledgement, even though he's already so big, he has to keep doing these things to crash out. And even if it's negative engagement, he thrives off of it. So again, it's not even for the money. It's for the love of the game. And at that point, a part of me is like based that like, yeah, like no matter what you're doing, you're so obsessed with this one thing. But here's what I'm telling you. I think your obsession with this one thing and the way that you go around to do it is gonna inevitably get you excommunicated, quote unquote canceled. Not really. I think you're canceled if you leave yourself. But it's not gonna make it a fun place to exist. And I think that you're a better person than this. I think Nicholas Light has been way better in this and has been able to entertain and get views without all this negative engagement in the past. I think he's falling down a slippery slope of saying things he doesn't actually believe in and getting trapped in corners and further isolating himself. I think there is a reality where we can like coexist and work off of each other and have a fun time. And we don't have to like get angry and like drag real people into this shit for the sake of internet fame. Like, come on, you're better in this, right? Surely you're better in this, because if you're not, then all the good faith that I placed into you over the years, it's a slap in my face. Do you know how bad it makes me look to every day to go out to fucking bat for this guy? To do the most insane mental gymnastics to try to defend why he could be doing this? At what point is enough? At what point are you going to stop taking advantage of my good faith and backstab me every single time you say you're going to be better? You tell me in the DMs, we have these conversations about how this is not your best state of mind and that you want to be better. And I tell you that I'm here for you. I'm literally here for you. You can talk to me. Any situation that happens, I'll advise you. Just talk to me. You don't do any of that. And then guess what? You're going to crash out in the comment section of this video saying, I can't believe you do this. I genuinely think I'm the only fucking person that's actually trying to look at this in an objective light and think about your well-being. And this is not it. I know that like you want to get to the top of the top streamers thing, like you mentioned in your video. But at the same time, doing this shit to get there, is it worth it? There's a proper way to do it. There's a proper way to utilize your platform and to spread views through happiness rather than hate. And this is such an unnecessary, distasteful, unsportsmanship-like way of doing it that nobody could support this shit. But I think he can be better. I think everyone's possible redemption. It's just right now, he just needs to get offline. Like, and it's a Kanye situation where Kanye's crashing out on Twitter. Who's going to take him and hold him accountable? You think he's going to listen to me? No, he doesn't respect me. He just sees me as like a paid actor who's willing to do coverage for him and to basically defend him. He doesn't actually see me as like an actual human being. There's no, like, unless, and you know what, you know who would? Maybe he would listen to, maybe like Tectone. But Baldy don't care. He's just gonna say Baze to keep fighting the good fight. It's just LA streamer shit all over again. A bunch of yes men scratching each other's back while completely being dishonest. How do you not see this shit? Like, it's the fucking other side of the coin that you condemn. Be better, bro.